Arizona Cardinals have released DeAndre Hopkins.
Wow.
Now there's a brand new GM and a brand new head coach and seemingly a brand new era arriving in Arizona. And there was a conversation, a loud one, that involved our program because a source says about D-Hop potentially being traded, because not only would it work for D-Hop because he doesn't want to be a part of another restart and he wants to get somewhere else, because the offensive coordinator and the quarterback that he had worked with over the last couple of years, and although they had some success, I mean, that thing entirely blew up in a terrible fashion. They're going forward with Kyler in a whole new operation. So not only for D-Hop would it seemingly make sense, but also for the Cardinals it would make sense. New GM able to get an old GM's contract to a wide receiver off the books after 1 year. Fresh restart. Let's move on. Trade talks allegedly happened. Trade talks allegedly took place with numerous teams. D-Hop was interested in going to numerous places a couple different times. Actually did a body language communication test on how he would feel at different places. Now he's a free agent and can go visit and go see any of these teams that he's potentially interested in. The Buffalo Bills.
What?
The Kansas City Chiefs.
What?
The Baltimore Ravens.
What?
And probably a couple other squads that would love to have D-Hop on their team. I guess congrats to both parties. Even though the Cardinals get nothing in return for a trade, I assume that they thought that they would get nothing in return for a trade, or have already tested the waters, or they're just doing a favor to D-Hop, saying, we'll just eat the contract for a year, good luck out there, all is good. Whatever it is, interesting situation has arose here in the NFL.
It's very interesting. And that's one of the we didn't think this was a possible outcome, did we? That they would just release him outright?
No.
Did we ever talk about that?
No.
That wasn't a possibility in my mind. So obviously, I guess they went out and they tried to see what they could get for him, and maybe they just didn't like what they could get for him. Like, hey, man, we're gonna do right by you and let you go so you can be a free agent and kind of pick your team. Is that what they're doing?
You know what? On this Feel Good Friday, I choose to believe that the Arizona Cardinals could have got a second rounder for him, and they said, you know what? Instead of taking that second rounder for him place, we want you to make your own decision.
I didn't say that.
No, I kind of alluded to it too. Maybe they did right by him. Maybe they did him a favor. So if that was the case, cool. More probable, probably an offer or a couple offers that they looked at and they balanced it and they were like, is it worth the, we'll just cut you, pal. Do your thing. Thought he was going to be with the Cardinals because he did an Instagram story, I believe, where he was still in Arizona and said, whoever said I didn't,
I love this place.
whoever said I didn't want to, like everybody else saying, I didn't say anything. Remember body language, I'd go. I would go. I would go. I never said I didn't want to.
No.
Just felt like that was the, and as soon as he said that, we said, oh shit, he's going to be with the Cardinals again. Here we go. Good luck to Colt McCoy until Kyler Murray gets back. Now he's released on his Feel Good Friday and free to go wherever the hell he would like.
Yeah, now that top 5 list that he just made a few days ago turns into a very real list, right? If Josh Allen and the Bills are number one and they're willing to give him the 1-year deal, that was part of the reporting this offseason, that he didn't want, a long-term. He wanted a 1 year, not get paid as much per sources, but wanted to win, like go make a run at a Super Bowl, and the Bills would be that team.
What an interesting thing, because our show was a part of this entire thing.
Yeah.
Phoenix Cardinals podcast, PHNX Cardinals podcast, just put together a graphic, and I don't know if it's recent.
April 3rd.
Or this from April 3rd. Ian Rappaport says on our show, I would be surprised if DeAndre Hopkins was released. If he's traded, his salary will be adjusted. So Ian, who we know, and Ian has never openly said it, there's the graphic. Ian has never openly said it, but we've said it when Ian's on, and Ian has not combated at all. Ian's in, we think, with ownership in Arizona.
Yeah, big time.
And he's never said that. Obviously, his source is this, his source is that. But there was a time where the coaching staff was allegedly pissed off that certain bonuses that they were definitely owed were being withheld because of a clause in a contract in which the owner was these are all alleged stories, because coaches would never talk about this because they would be scared to death that they would never get a job again anywhere else. But allegedly these reports were coming out, and then Ian came on the program and was very much like, nah,
Not true.
Just in the timing in which it happened, almost had an answer for one particular party that was getting called out, which was ownership.
Yeah.
So ever since that moment, we're like, so the ownership does go through Ian if they need to.
Yeah.
So when Ian talks about the Cardinals, we always assume it's ownership. Him saying he would be surprised if DeAndre Hopkins was released, I would think put a lot of us at a situation where it was like, okay, traded or playing for the Cardinals.
Yeah.
One or the other. And this is a vastly different ending, I guess.
So I searched the Twitter to see if anybody mentioned DeAndre Hopkins and cut. I guess on that same day, April 3rd, Albert Beer said he heard from some teams that they thought that DeAndre Hopkins could be cut. So that might have.
So how about this? How about teams whenever they're offering up trades, saying bad trade offers?
Yeah,
You know,
Exactly.
bad trade offers.
They'll cut him.
So if we all give bad, not that they could collude, and that would be very and highly illegal. But if they're all like, well, we all want DeAndre on the open market, none of us want to pick up that contract or deal with that at all, right? Yep.
All right.
All right. We'll give you a 7th rounder in 2027 draft. Deal?
What do you think?
Your call.
No? You don't want to get him off your books, huh? Brand new GM, new salary cap. You don't want to do that? Because this is, why would you? And they got to be doing good by him, huh, AJ? They just got to be doing good by him?
I would imagine, but if you're not going to trade for him, why wouldn't you want him on your team? I guess you just don't want that money on your books, but
Yeah, but they could also split the contract the same way the Broncos did with Vaughn when he went to L.A. Like the Broncos took on a portion of Vaughn's contract, and I assume, say it was a 7th, but what if it was like a 5th?
He's still good at football, right?
Oh, yeah.
Very
Absolutely.
good. 13 catches first game back last year, right?
Yes.
Bingo.
No touchdowns. Obviously, we had
Yeah, that was tough.
anytime touchdown scorer. Obviously, first game back, this guy's going to kill it. He didn't score.
He had 717 yards and what he missed definitely six games.
First
at
6
least.
games, yeah.
Yeah, so he's
that's
pretty
pretty
good
good.
at football. Pretty good, I'd say.
I'd say he's
Thinking
good.
he can catch.
Yeah, there was a couple questions that did arise about how he operates and goes about his day-to-day. I assume a lot of teams will be asking those questions to try to get an answer. Let's get to a break. We got a lot of things happening on the other side.
Yep.
Ton.
Congratulations to DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah.
Congrats, Andre.
Welcome to Indianapolis, D-Hop.
Yeah. Some teams about to get much better. And it's not Indy, but some team.
Welcome to Indy.
What is San Fran?
Stranger
sweep in?
things have happened.
San
What
Fran.
if they sweep in?
they could.
Don't know who the quarterback is, but they still
Brock
could.
Purdy's throwing, right? Soon. Couple weeks, he's throwing.
Yeah,
Okay,
allegedly.
here we go.
I
What
would
was our-
guess the Jets aren't out of consideration either.
Wow.
He said he didn't really, in the body language thing, he was like, but I could see them swooping
He wants
in.
stability, right? That was his main thing the other day when he was talking about
Yeah.
places with stability and good young. He had a list.
Yeah. Tough thing for the Jets would be that they still need to pay Quinnen Williams.
Ari Mirov, My Sports Update, is tweeting that what DeAndre Hopkins said on I Am Athlete was stable management, QB who loves the game. He stressed Kyler Murray does, but, he's not playing. Great defense because defense wins championships. Okay. Maybe the Jets.
Possible.
That's Buffalo. He's going to Buffalo. No doubt about it.
Well, he was training with Von Miller of the
was.
Buffalo Bills.
That's right.
Is he 100% healthy, D-Hop?
Yes.
All right, let's get to a break. That's big news.